This is Tony G.
I'm the best! The best! Yes!
Of course I lied. It's poker, Phil.
And today, we're gonna break down his most famous hand.
Yeah! Yeah, baby!
For one of the clips that was key in introducing me to poker because it's in every single 457 of the most fucking out of control poker hands that ever fucking happened. Holy shit. If you don't watch this video, your wife will find out you're gay. Hands.
Baby, come on, Russian, get out. It's time to go.
Hand starts with the action folding to Tony G in the small blind where he limps the ace-deuce suited. He starts yapping immediately.
I got a weak hand, though. I'm still calling if you raise, unless you go all in.
Ryan, what is the context of this? The Intercontinental what? What the fuck are we watching this blurry hand for? What is the International Continental Poker Championship? Well, I'm sorry. Let's back up and tell you what we're even playing for here. The year was 2006. Poker was very popular because this little chubster won the WSOP main event from a $50 satellite. Now poker was on TV regularly. It was booming. It was TV is those things on the wall that your, parents watch Netflix on while you scroll TikTok, like live streaming. And this was one of those events on TV. 21 players from around the world were free rolled into a $500,000 guaranteed tournament. This was at the Palms in Las Vegas. International players split into 3 groups of 7, where each group of 7 would play a shootout. One winner from each group would go to the final table, and the remaining 6 losers from each group would compete again, and the winners of those 3, blah, blah, fucking blah, basically. This was the final table, with 4 players remaining.
I might still call if you go all in. How much have you got?
Ralph Perry, who looks like your friend's dad who drove a BMW that smelled like cigs in an affair, is thinking, but 28 seconds is too long for Tony.
How much more do you want to make it? Just tell me. Can you put the clock? What is this?
Ralphie decides to raise to 3x or 120k, and now it's back on Tony G. He asks the dealer now a straight up illegal question.
How much more has he got?
How much more has he got? Well, if the chips are not in play, technically it's on the players to eyeball stacks generally. But in this case, it sounds like the dealer answers
600,000.
I'm all in.
And now Tony jams for 725k, it appears, or 18 bigs. So if you don't know, Tony G, also known as Antonask Woga? Well, mainly he's known as the best trash talker in known poker history.
We know the rules here. What is this? Kindergarten. You just sit on your chair like you do and watch the game from the screen.
You're a disgrace to the game.
And one of the most successful players of all time.
Last hand. I'm the best! The best! Yes!
He was also the former co-owner and co-founder of CoinPoker. Use the code RDP. Use your phone's sick iOS app. I'm giving away 10k a month, but I can't tell you that yet. Starting in April, link in bio. Just click in the link in the description for more info. Anyway, Tony's facing the raise and he goes all in, effectively limp trapping blind versus blind with ace-deuce suited, which is actually GTO 20 years early. What the fuck? What a legend. But Ralph Perry snap calls. You can see in Tony's face that he thinks he's behind and fucked up. But as soon as he sees he's ahead of the King Jack, the masterclass in NFL history, shit talking, begins.
Wow.
You play very well. You play very, very well.
Love when he brings.
You're a champion. Send you back to Russia. Ace deuce against King Jack. He's drawing semi-dead on the flop. Putting all his money in with King Jack calling. This is not someone to learn from.
Look at the other guy, Sammy Farr.
7 from heaven. Pair the board, baby.
He loves it.
Teach him a good lesson here.
Now before the river, probably those of you have been scammed by Ralph's grown-up cum are wondering, and yes, that's him. That's his son. Sorry. Don't buy fucking sports picks. Continue.
Yeah! Yeah, baby! Come on, Russian, get out. It's time to go. Yeah! Look at this. Look how he's doing. Look how he's playing. Look how ugly this is. You're a professional player and I can do this to you. You're a terrible player.
This shit talk's only getting warmed up. Ralph is so fun. He's still sitting in his seat despite being eliminated. But why is Tony so angry? Well, a little bit of history here. Tony grew up in Lithuania until he was 11, where he then moved to Australia. And that's why he sounds like this. But Lithuania, where Tony would go on to hold public office later in life, was actually one of Russia's countries that they, collect like Pokemon cards. At the time when Tony grew up, they had possession of them. So there was a lot of violence and mistreatment, and he probably, fair to say, didn't love Russians. Basically, it'd be like today if a Palestinian kid beat a Jew representing Israel in an international poker tournament. It'd be fair if you wanted to do a little extra cheer or a suicide bomb. Tony is far from done.
You're a terrible player. This is disgraceful. Bring the Russians on. Bring more Russians on.
Tony G's had just started.
I'm here to get them all. You play that as bad as you can. Your career is finished. You are gone. 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 Feel the power. You feel my power, baby? Feel my power.
I think Tony G is speaking more like a Lithuanian than an Australian right now.
I got you covered. Is this how you play? You call with King Jack? Which school have you been to? Got you covered like a baby. Up and away. Up and away. Come on. On your bike. On your bike.
Good hand. He's in shock.
Now, he doesn't deserve any applause. He called with King Jack. If you read my poker strategy, I tell everyone, never overplay King Jack.
And even though he looks like an adult Ralph Wiggum, Tony G will forever be in my poker heroes. This is the history of that hand. Thanks for joining us on our first episode of DGen Classics.
Make the booty bounce on the dance floor.
Now, he doesn't deserve any applause. He called with King Jack.